Okay guys, so we saw the video for solving a radical equation where we had a number being multiplied by the square root of the variable on the inside. Well, now there's nothing outside, but we have another number being added to the variable inside. So we have to do this in the right order to get this to come out right. So we can't just start subtracting stuff away, right? This plus 5 in here is attached to the variable that's attached inside this square root symbol. So sort of like with PEMDAS, we have to take care of this outside thing first before we can take care of the inside. And before we do that, we want to isolate the variable term. So we've got the square root of the quantity a plus 5. That whole thing's has 7 being added to it, and that equals 12. So the first step is let's get rid of this constant term here. Let's get these constant terms together on the other side. I think my pink pen is dying already. I'm going to switch to a different one. So we'll do that. And so these are going to cancel out. And then we're left with the square root of the quantity a plus 5 equals 12 minus 7, and that's going to give us 5. Okay, so now we can do the squaring, right? We want to get rid of the square root symbol. We want to get rid of this radicand, so we want to free this thing from here. So to do that, we're going to square both sides. This one, in my opinion, is actually easier than the other one, even though it kind of looks harder at first. Okay, we square both sides. Doing that, right, when we take the square of a square root, they're just these, the square, the second power and the square root symbol cancel each other out, and we're just left with the stuff inside. Okay, a plus 5 equals 5 squared, which is 25. Okay, and if I want you guys to kind of go back to the previous page when you get a chance, and you'll see that in the PowerPoint, it doesn't show the square root symbol going across all of this. Well, and that's just a font thing with the slides. I'm not able to get a font that shows this going all the way across. That's why I have the parentheses there. Okay, so that tells us that this is going all the way across. Anyway, okay, so now that we have this, we have a plus 5 equals 25. We're going to, I think pretty easily solve the rest of this. This is down to a one-step equation. Back when we started solving equations, subtract 5 from both sides. Okay, 5 minus 5 is 0. That cancels out. We're just left with an a on this side. 25 minus 5 is 20. Right, that's our solution. Okay, this is one of the one we could check. Well, we can check them all, but we can more easily check this one. So if I wanted to check my answer here, a plus 5 plus 7 equals 12, and plug in the 20, right? Square root of 20 plus 5, okay, that's all inside, plus 7 equals 12. Okay, square root of 25 plus 7 equals 12. Well, the square root of 25 we know is 5. That's a perfect square, so 5 plus 7 equals 12. 12 equals 12. So we did it right. So we can always check our answers. It just gets tough when we had all those decimals and stuff. Then you're relying on your calculator to be right, and it may not always exactly show you what you want to see that you did it right. But here we see that we checked it. It's good. A equals 20, and we are done. Yay!